Chad and Sarah with Drive to Lightning, the positively charged EV channel, doing something we never did before. Chad and Sarah reacts video. Yeah, like that. So we will be playing this with you, and we will pause it for commentary. Most importantly, we're doing this so you can have your say in the comments, because our community has really good things to say.
Yeah, and we want to hear your reaction
to our reaction
to the update.
That sounds right.
In comments.
Let's do it.
Hey, Aptera fans.
Hi.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
Hi, Chris.
It's Chris. The team here in
It's Chad and Sarah, too.
Chad and Sarah. Good to see you again.
San Diego and our team in Italy have made lots of progress in the last month. And we want to show you some of the progress today. Last month, we shared that over 60% of our body structures for Aptera have been produced and validated. This month, we're excited to tell you that our biggest and longest lead body part, the tub, has been completed at the CPC factory. They used their huge 5,000-ton press. It's a key structural part which the rest of the vehicle is built from.
Now, I thought we were told before that this particular part, the tub, had to be sent out to a different facility. So I don't know if I'm understanding that wrong. And later, I think Steve is going to say something about new press being brought in. I don't totally get it. So if you know, is this actually made at the same CPC factory where all the other parts are made?
I think it is. I think CPC found a way to get it done.
Well, let's see.
That's what I think.
I did watch this through once quick.
Wait,
maybe that
is
becomes
this a
clear.
speculation video or reaction video?
This is one of the largest carbon fiber SMC parts ever. And it's a huge accomplishment by the CPC group. The die to produce this consists of over 100 metric tons of hardened steel. And Steve is in Italy right now checking up on CPC's progress. What's the latest, Steve?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
From Modena, I'm here with Thomas Vecchi. He's the general manager of CPC, and we're sitting in the first pressing of the tub.
I gotta say, there's some good-looking sweaters these guys are wearing. Good-looking sweaters on great-looking guys.
I like
great-looking sweater.
I like their choice to film like they're sitting in Aptera. That's
yeah, they
cool.
are. They're sitting.
Right, they are.
They're sitting on buckets
That's
or
true.
what? There's no seats in there, but
Yeah.
or is there? Look, almost looks like a seatbelt.
Yeah, but I don't think it is
Of
yet.
the new Aptera with most of the structural pieces in place. Now, there's something special about this tub, Thomas. Tell us about it.
Well, what is special? It's entirely in carbon fiber, so especially in these moments where
I
the
love these
lightweight
images
is
here, by the
super
way.
important for
It's
the
so
autonomy
detailed,
of
it's
a
so
vehicle, for the safety for a vehicle. And but not only is entirely in carbon.
And Sarah and I regularly drive a car with a carbon fiber chassis, by the way. That's the BMW i3. My mom's, we drive it daily, and it has a carbon fiber chassis, and that's all.
It's cool.
It's cool. I mean, you don't ever feel like you're driving in a chintzy vehicle or a plastic vehicle.
No, not
Feels
at
very
all.
safe.
No.
It doesn't like twist when you go around corners.
Carbon fiber is made with a process.
Because you know this is going to come out. All the people are going to be like, oh, no, all the negative folks out there.
That is a forging process, a press, so that we are sure 100% that every part is identical one to the other during production. So we're expecting very high volume. For this reason, we used a material that is very friendly to the automatization of the process. So it's carbon fiber SMC. We don't have scrap of raw material. This is very, very important for sustainability.
I love this part, Sarah. They can trim the trim. You can see the trim there next to the guy from CPC. That all gets trimmed and it doesn't get thrown away, which is cool.
Spoiler alert. That's
Is that
coming up.
Oh, okay.
But what I do like was that he said they're expecting high volume and they want to be able to stamp out these parts so they're all identical, so there's no variance when you go to assemble them. So that, I thought that was really cool.
Agreed.
In ribs, commoded inserts, we can do whatever shape we want. And by the way, this is the biggest part CPC has ever done during its long career within this new process. And the part is nearly 3 meters long, and it was a challenge. We made it, the tool is working, and now we can produce literally one of these parts every 12 minutes.
Wow, every 12 minutes they can make the biggest part.
That is so cool.
I'm assuming simultaneously they're pressing other parts. And then you can backlog, they can start, as they are, you mentioned they're printing them now, or stamping them now, so you can have just all these parts ready to get stamped or glued together.
That is, for the future of carbon fiber, a very good result.
Now, you sent me pictures of you guys unloading the tool to make this just a couple of days ago, and you're already pressing the parts, but it looked like there was a crane, a truck, and a lot of effort to get, that's like one of the biggest.
A crane, a truck, and a lot of effort.
Went into a bar.
No, that's going to be our what do you call it when you write a book just before you die?
Your memoir.
Memoir. A crane, a truck, and a lot of effort. The Chad and Sarah story.
Yeah, but crane like the bird.
Yeah.
In your tool shop.
No.
But apparently it fits okay because it was able to,
2 records, a fire truck.
print this out or to forge
Crane,
this.
a truck, and a lot of
Now,
effort.
when we think of
dogs living together,
you know, you've been in the automotive business your whole career. You've seen how the vehicles are built. Typical body in whites have hundreds of parts. What's so special and different, or in comparison rather, about this vehicle versus the way regular cars are built?
I hope he doesn't say nothing.
What we're seeing is in the latest years is that you're trying to reduce as much as possible the amount of components that you need to build a vehicle. Why? Well, it's quite simple. One is simplicity. The second is literally the managing the supply chain, because less components means less suppliers, means not having to send SQEs all around the world.
Means less headaches.
Less to break.
Less ibuprofen. Less
to go
people
wrong.
to put them together. Yeah, less to go wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that phrase? Less is more.
Less is more.
Less is more.
So this is something we
Keep it simple, stupid. KISS.
started working on 10 years ago,
Sir.
and we have other examples on the market that we have worked on. But Aptera literally is the refinement of all this experience of the last 10 years in one vehicle.
The refinement of all this experience over the last 10 years in one vehicle. That's the statement. We could stop right now.
That's great.
That's a great
statement.
Quote. Yeah, that's a good thing to say.
Yes.
Good thing
cool.
to hear. Yeah.
Yes. You
good.
can see why they're great partners for Aptera.
Yes.
They obviously are on
They
board
get it.
with the vision.
By the way, thank you for the super thanks, Mr. AMT83. We really, really appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much.
But this vehicle will be made of 8 to 9 components bonded together. But the tub is a typical example. You have literally a good 20% of the vehicle done in one part. It normally would have been done of 200 parts welded together in steel, aluminium, and other exotic materials.
I love the way they say aluminum in Europe. Aluminum.
I found out on Jeopardy they have an extra vowel in it, the way they spell it.
Hey, they're European. They get away with stuff we can't do.
want.
They're about to show the tub and the way everything is molded in the perfect place. So this is the coolest part of the video.
Yeah, I think that's really going to help speed up production too.
Oh man, so cool.
And we did it different. We did it just one component that makes and has, you know, the function of, like, yeah, as you can see in here, you got ribbing, you got cables
That's so
that
cool.
can pass through this component. You got all the
They can
fixing
just
of the
run-
interior
they got-
of the
look
component.
at all the
At the
cutouts
same
for the
time, you're
pedals,
managing
the
the
door
seats.
hinges.
So it's
the
all in one.
vents.
I mean, you've got places for high voltage cables, for low voltage cables already molded into the tub. Everything is positioned and tooled, so things that bolt up to it just go into the exact place without any fuss. So instead of having to make that for a bunch of stamp parts, it's one part. So that's fantastic. Now, I know you guys just pulled this out, so
It's like a 6-year-old could stamp
you
these
guys
together.
don't just
once
throw
the
away
piece
the
is
Probably
done.
shouldn't, but probably
It
could.
goes back into
It's like a puzzle.
Oh, there's the
area to be
part.
recycled and reused.
There's the
Yes.
part about
Reduced.
recycling.
So this is the future of carbon fiber will be the recycling of the fibers. So why? Because you can impregnate them once more with new resins.
Uh-oh.
But the
What's this
fiber
rated?
that is, let's say, the heart of the material is
Grow up.
saved
Sorry,
and
grow up,
recycled
people.
up to 5 times. So even this for the future is very important. And yes, as you said, this is all this D-flash. We didn't even have the time to take it away because during your visit, we wanted to show you where we are. But naturally, the next process will be the CNC machining. Then after that, we will be doing the controlled assembly of this vehicle, so the bonding. And it's not assembled mechanically, it's assembled by bonding, like Formula One vehicles. That is a lot safer due to the fact that you have more surface to connect 2 components compared to just a welding that is on the perimeter of 2 components.
I mean, and this
Another powerful point. Safer because when you put 2 pieces together, every part of those 2 pieces that touch can have the bonding agent between them, as opposed to a spot weld along the outside edge. I thought that was powerful. And Cool understanding. By the way, good time to say thank you for the coffee, Bob Newchow.
Yes, thank you,
We
Bob.
thoroughly appreciate you.
This is something that you guys are doing already with all the different vehicles that you build. So across all kinds of different lines, you guys are using a very similar process, and this is just the result of all those years you've culminating into one vehicle. So just for the viewers, I want to show them, we're sitting way far up so we can see the camera. But if I sit back where the seat is, it's actually, I mean, it's very big inside. I did not realize we have all this room. So
I'm not sure how he didn't realize that, being the founder. But you and I sat in a couple of prototypes, and in both cases had plenty of room, and we're not surprised at all.
No, not at all.
But without the doors, it probably does feel pretty big.
And without, I don't think they have seats. I do think there's a little space that's going to be taken up by little details like seats and.
So sometimes engineers just say odd stuff. That was an odd thing to say.
He's being extemporaneous, which I approve of, and he's making the point. And I'm glad he specified that they were sitting forward for the camera, because it did look a little bit
uncomfortable. I was like, back off, dude.
That didn't seem as comfortable as our experience of sitting in Gamma was. So I'm kind of glad that he pointed that out.
Thank you.
Good job, Steve.
It's going to be really exciting to see it. Thomas, thank you very much for you and your team for making this happen. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve. The team is gearing up to
How about that wave by Chris? Thanks, Steve. That's cool.
assemble the entire body in carbon, or BINC as we like to call it, with the goal of having the first of many production intent vehicles completed over the next few months. Here in San Diego, our solar team has been building production intent solar panels. A not so well-kept secret is the new material our production intent solar panels are made with. It's glass. To showcase the
Yeah, we know.
I like that part.
Yeah, I like those cute.
lamination method, we've made
surprises me though, this how flexible the glass is. That's shocking.
a solar hood for our Gamma vehicle. This
Isn't that gorgeous, by the way?
Yes, it is.
panel is producing 75 watts of power as we speak.
Woo.
And the proprietary glass it's made with has extreme scratch protection, an incredible finish, and exceptional impact resistance. The best part, the solar panels are a whopping 40% lighter than before. In other exciting news, we now have less than 500.
I feel like with the scratch resistance, when we get ours, I'm going to purposely scratch it right away, so I'm not worried about it getting scratched.
I feel like you're not.
Well, that's what you did with our Nissan Leaf. You immediately scratched it up.
It wasn't intentional.
Priority
and
delivery
also,
slots left in our accelerator
all
program.
scratch resistant.
This limited time opportunity.
So I was talking about the accelerator program. There's 500 slots left. If you're not on it and you can afford it, might be something you want to do. By the way, thank you to the members of our channel that keep the wheels churning on the Positively Charged EV channel. And thank you to the Mug Club, You Mugs by Mugs, so these mugs can get back to California so you can see this in person.
Yes.
Thank you so much for all that you do. You are amazing.
You're the best.
Yeah.
You're our favorite.
Allows Aptera fans to become co-owners of Aptera.
Something else I've noticed, only really, really smart people, I don't know if you knew this, Sarah, subscribe to this channel. Did you know that?
I suspected.
Yeah, me too.
Accelerate our solar future and secure one of the first 2,000 Aptera vehicle delivery slots. If having one of the first solar electric vehicles in the world sounds cool to you, check out aptera.us.
It sounds cool, but what sounds cooler is having $10,000 that I don't have. So, but we're like number 13,000 in some, Sarah. So if not everybody's gonna be able to get theirs ahead of ours.
Right.
So I think we still have a shot at 2024.
Yeah,
you think? You think?
I think it's possible.
/accelerate for more information.
We all know it's possible, but do you think it's likely?
I don't like to speculate.
On becoming an accelerator. We're looking forward to closing out this program in the coming months and showing more progress towards production thanks to your.
What is the deal with that semi right there?
It's cool.
What was that? Is this in their for sale thing or something? Where is it? Did it? Guys, what's with that semi? I haven't been to the website in a minute.
I guess we better look it
Let
up.
us know in the comments.
More progress towards production.
Right there.
Okay. Priority. Oh, it's how they deliver
your
your
investment.
Aptera.
The team in San Diego and Italy are excited to get solar mobility to the world as quickly as possible. To highlight even more of the latest details, we're hosting an investor webinar on December 13th.
So anyway, thank you. That's our reaction video. We appreciate you all being here. If you hate this method of going over these videos, tell us in the comments. We'll never do it again.
Or we might, because you never know what we might do.
But if you like it and you're okay with it, we might try it again.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody who watches, comments, thumbs ups, thumbs downs, if you're so inclined.
If you're watching and you're not sure if you're subscribed, check. And if you're not, subscribe, please.
Okay.
We find a lot of our viewers aren't subscribed, and we hope you'll want to subscribe.
That's true.
That means a lot to us when we get a new subscriber.
So that's it. Thank you for watching this with us. We appreciate you. And good night from the world headquarters of Drive the Lightning, Comstock Park, Michigan, just outside of Grand Rapids, where real life happens on a daily basis.
Ding.
Watch this next video if you want, by the way.